hello, poopsies, and thank you for joining me today for this pick a reading. We're going to be doing pick a tarot pile or pick a flower pile reading, whatever draws you in, resonates with you as always. So I just want to quickly do the shout outs. Shout out to Gabrielle, Nicholas, Kainani, Mira, Isabel, Catherine, Austin, Tamara, Ali, Veronica, Karen. Thank you so much. And Iman, thank you so much for booking 30-minute or hour-long services with me. I think that's all of them. Apologize if I missed anybody, but if you book 30-minute or hour-long on my website, I will shout your first name out unless you say otherwise. So what are we waiting for? Let's begin. So the link's below in the description box to sign up for your own personal service with me on TonyBomboni.com. If you want a flower reading, all you do is book a tarot reading and tell me, Tony, I want a flower reading instead. That's fine. So let's start with the tarot reading first and foremost. Put these aside in the corner until we're ready for more. So I'm going to start clearing the air before I begin. Cleansing the energy of any past readings, healings, protecting my mind, thoughts, feelings, emotions, and my poopsies. Opening the channels to connect with Spirit now. Thank you, Spirit, God, Universe, for coming through. Let's begin the reading now. Perfect. So let's see what the card pile has to say for you in terms of anything in your life, really. Let's look at career, the money, health, relationships. I'm just being spontaneous today. Career, money, health, relationships. So for career, we have the Eight of Cups. I'm definitely sensing a change in your career, a change in what you're doing for a living. It feels as though ultimately you're kind of tired of being where you're at. You don't want to be stuck anymore. You're hoping and expecting for something more, something new to come for you. You want this change. You don't want to be in the same place, in the same position all your life. You're ready for this new challenge. So I'd say go for it, ultimately. Do what makes you happy. For money, I'm seeing more money definitely coming for you. Queen of Pentacles shows up as someone with abundance, someone that is able to provide a lot for themselves. And happy and satisfied with what they're doing. This could also show up as like, again, in terms of the Eight of Cups, you needing change, but you have to trust that you have enough, put aside to take that risk to change your career or, to even trust that, you can take, bite the bullet, as they say, metaphorically speaking, of course, where you sort of, what I mean by that is you sort of risk kind of making income for a while. You kind of just focus and solely rely on the savings for some time. Let me lower this. I don't like how high this is. And then it's going to be better for you, It's going to be better for you to, focus on yourself for a while and just use your money for good. Use your money to rest, It will come. Money will come. Money will always come. King of Pentacles. I'm asking about your health in this case. It's funny. Queen and King, I always pay attention when they're together like this. That's pointing to significance as well in a spread. And I'm definitely getting the impression that money, health goes hand in hand here in your case specifically. If you pick the tarot pile, I feel like maybe you need to spend to take care of your health. Maybe you need to rest. Maybe you've been on the go for a long period of time, and now you sort of need, that time for yourself so you don't burn yourself out. Okay? So I think you can use some of those savings safely. It's safe to say. Even if you miss work, you risk income or depleting your savings, I think it's going to be good for you. I do see good health coming for you as well. The pentacle often signifies protection over your money, protection over your health and finances. So that's a great sign as well that that's going to continue working out. And then we have Knight of Wands for your relationships. So things are moving quickly. Whoever you're dating or seeing right now, it's working out. You guys have reignited some old feelings. I think there's definitely something more or some unfinished business there. An avenue you haven't quite went down or undertaken yet. I think this is so important and vital for your success. I see just success all around for you. I see good things coming, a prosperous flow in your life. It seems like things are finally aligning for you. Things are making sense. Things are adding up. And you kind of, sometimes can be a lone wolf, but sometimes are in the right company. So it just depends, really. I'm going to pull a card on relationships, extra card. 9 of Pentacles. So you might prioritize money and your job over, companionship. You just might be on a roll right now, on a mission, have a goal. And so you're sort of trying to attain it. You're not letting anything stop you at this time, okay? Let's look at your love life. Does this have something to do with your love life? Again, Pentacles. My goodness. Knight of Pentacles. No, maybe not so much going on there. Again, you're more career-oriented and focused. I think your relationship is with money right now. You're best friends with the cash, right? You're letting that come and flow first and foremost before anything else. So that's pretty straightforward. Let's pull a final outcome card. Five of Pentacles, again, Pentacles. Okay, so just be careful not to obsess about money. Obsess about your finances. Obsess about worried if you're going to make it or pay rent on time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's definitely a healthy obsession we can have sometimes, but then there's the negative one that can actually, the worry and the fear can leave you, abandoning yourself, right? When we make things of this world the focus, we lose sight of who we are truly in our heart of hearts. So yeah, don't revolve your life around your money, your finances. Everything's gonna be okay and work out. Okay? All right. So I know I'm keeping it short, but thank you so much for joining me. If you have enjoyed, sign up for your own personal booking on TonyBomboni.com. Let's jump right ahead into the flower reading messages. What's happening with my poopsies? I think I gave these a couple weeks to dry. What do my poopsies need to know right now? So, what do we see here? Trying to get the right focus. Okay, there we go. So you can just look at the flowers and not be ruined or distracted by the autofocus. There's definitely somewhere. I see a big, tall male here, like maybe 200 plus pounds, like just bulky and sturdy. And they're a good friend. They're a good influence. Maybe you go somewhere. I don't know. I hear, Europe. Like maybe you're going to Europe soon, or excuse me, I apologize. But there's like they almost remind me of, I don't know if you ever watched Emperor's New Groove, that tall, big, burly dude with the hat and the blue shirt. Like he kind of gives me that energy, like friendly but big guy, you know. Very like what they say, amicable or like lovable type, but friendly friend, right? But somebody could even have feelings for them. If it's the woman here having feelings for this man, I think things are pretty dry and stale right now in terms of maybe your relationship. It could be that it needs to be kind of reignited. And there could be some distraction here with somebody else in the picture. There could be somebody else you're thinking about, even though you are in this relationship. There could be somebody you are trying to see or meet up with on the side. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely a love message first. I'll look at other aspects of your life shortly, but there's definitely something here. There's feelings involved. It could even be two people. But there's sort of like a triangulation of energy here. You, your partner, and then that extra side person. Or maybe you both end up deciding to agree upon a poly relationship, or, you know, third wheel, as they say, right? But they won't feel like the third wheel, but it's just going to be kind of called that, just, you know, as a joke, I guess. But I'm sort of getting something, just, again, it's just not, it's expiration date. It's taken its course or toll. Like, you're kind of over it. You're over old things. You just want a new life. You just want to completely reset your whole entire existence, your whole world. So what more can we see? Maybe about, instead of like other aspects, let's see your life, just your life in general. You need to know about your way of living. Are you living vicariously through others, or are you living genuine and authentic to who you are at your heart? What's your life look like right now? Oops, sorry. Didn't expect this to wobble. I thought I addressed that already. Might be the flooring. But yes, you are happy. You are content at the very minimum. I think you are maturing into somebody that's very much like just an extraordinary person. I see somebody who's excelling in what they set their mind to. I think we're all doing that right now. I think we're all like working on ourselves. I've noticed everyone's really putting in the work, the time, the effort, the hours, and changing their life for the better. You know, others around them are setting good examples, and you're allowing those good examples as words of wisdom to not hurt your ego anymore. You're allowing that life advice to actually be applied to your life. And so that's why you're more joyous, because you're actually doing the work. You're working on yourself now. And it gets easier. The more you do it, it gets better, okay? You don't have to be overjoyous to be happy. It's just a feeling, okay? So don't compare your happiness to others. But right now, I see money is flowing, okay? It's coming through in your life, as it should. Steadily at the very minimum, okay? No more extra, no more little, just right? Just enough, I would say, for your needs. I think you're just sitting in that gratitude and appreciation and even admiration of what you have built here. So let's look into more of your financial situation. Let's look into money. Money. Okay, my throat is so dry I can't even sing right now, child. Like money. Dry throat. Okay, drier than these flowers, child. Wow. This almost gives me like Three of Hearts energy. There's something here where it's like, it stings. It stings like how much someone screwed you over. A contract, a company, a business, an entity, a boss. Somebody like just destroyed what you built. Maybe completely erased or deleted what you've worked hard for. And I think that you're still holding that against them. I think you're still having a resentment to that higher up person, boss, entity, whoever is higher up in your life, or maybe older in age in your life. And you're like, damn, I could have built something, but they destroyed it, and I had to start over. And now I don't feel the motivation. And it's cruel intentions, but you're also kind of unintentionally sending them that cruel energy. So be careful how your energy is, because whatever you send out to someone, it only boomerangs back to you. We have to send, I know love and light doesn't always work. Sometimes just being honest, keeping it real like I always do, it can be BS sometimes when someone's like, oh, love and light blessings, like, yeah, really? Like, I don't think everyone genuinely means it when they say that, or knows what they're talking about when they say that, It doesn't always work. You can't just send someone love and light, right? It doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. But I guess I'm just getting older and wiser. But anyway, I'm definitely seeing, like, maybe that's a sign you have to let bygones be bygones. Let addicts be addicts. No, I have to be real, right? You have to let someone just sit in their crap for a bit and learn from their damn mistake, instead of trying to be the savior and help them every time you can, right? Because you've had to suffer too. You've had to go through your own version of hardship. It might not be the same level of frequency as they have, but you have different stuff, different fish to fry. So again, I think the theme lately, I've noticed in private readings as well, is stop comparing yourself to other people. You don't have the same experiences, and you never will. I pray you never do. We all meant to have our own unique experience. But in terms of money, that's like holding you back. I think that was a huge financial blockage. How can you unlock this blockage? Even if you're in abundance, hey, there's always room for more, right? For now you can. I think the next month at least. I think the next month will be kind of still. Sort of a stillness about finances. I'm not really too happy to see that. Because, one person's problem or poverty affects everybody, doesn't it? So, your neighbor down the street who's not doing well, that's going to affect you too, whether you realize it or not. It may not tomorrow, but that shows up in what comes on your dinner plate, whether it's a steak or a potato. Yeah, mark my words. We all have a ripple effect. So don't laugh at anybody. Don't point the finger. Don't call anybody broke, because that stuff comes back. So I definitely see, though, there's a frustration or agitation with a financial block. I think you were like expecting a blessing or expecting something to happen or manifest by now, and it just hasn't taken off. It could be a business. It could be something you're really hoping to grow and receive. I think wait a month. Wait till this retrograde is over. And then I think it's going to get a lot better for you financially. Something like some idea or something will come up. Final messages. Let's see your health. Health and well-being. Because health is true wealth. Health is true wealth. Health. Ooh, it's a little grisly from time to time. There could be someone you're taking care of, and then you get sick or tired of taking care of them. I see you as a caretaker, not the one having to be taken care of. Thank God, knock on wood, But like, it's still not good, It's still going to affect you on a deep level if somebody is, ill around you. That's not easy ever. It's not someone you're close with. It feels like somebody that's kind of like a hermit, kind of like not really having many people or friends in their life, and they have no one else to turn. And they reach out to you, and they're asking for nurturing and help, asking for care. It feels like an elderly person, or they have the social life of an elderly person. Like, yeah. So, not every elderly person has a low social life. Don't get me wrong, but you know, for lack of a better comparison. You know, I never obviously try to insult or offend anybody. I do my best to word myself in English the right way so I don't trigger or offend unintentionally anybody, because I don't have bad intentions in my heart. So I apologize if it ever comes across a certain way, especially during these readings, as they can get so deep. But my point is, health is okay. Health is okay this year. I feel like you'll be fine. You'll make it through. You'll chug through. As you always do. You've always figured this out one way or the next. Okay? So it's all going to work itself out for you. Okay, so I'm keeping it short, sweet, and simple today. I want to give more time. I've done a lot of readings lately, so I want to give more time for my personal readings, for you to book a reading with me. TonyBomboni.com. And I will see you all very soon.